Hey everyone, and welcome to a new video. And today, as you can see in the title, we're going to be talking about Star Ocean: The Second Story R. The demo just dropped for this. I believe it dropped after Nintendo Direct. I had no idea until I randomly saw a tweet. Oh, excuse me. Tweet on X, and I decided to check it out. Now, I gotta tell you guys, there is a lot to unwrap here. I'm very impressed with what I saw. So the first things first. When you start this demo, it gives you a 3-hour time limit. So pretty much the reason they give you the 3 hours is because the beginning of this game is like a lot of dialogue. It's not boring or anything like that, but it's very story driven in the beginning. So just be aware of that. Now, what's cool about this demo is that your progress in the demo will transfer to the game when it's released on November 2nd. So that's awesome to hear. And now getting into it, the game starts out as you get to play as two protagonists. You get to play as Claude or Raina. I always pick Claude because, just that jacket he wears is kind of like intriguing me in the game. So I felt like, he's like this space cadet, his campaign looks like an adventure. At least his character looks like you're going on a great adventure. So I picked him first. And when you start the game, it'll give you like a choices whether you want to change the voices to English or Japanese. You can also change the difficulty setting and stuff like that. And also character display art, but I don't think anybody would want to turn that off because the way the characters look in this game when they talk is just beautiful. Now, of course, I'm pretty sure all of you know that I've played Star Ocean like over the years. Like I played the game when it first came out, the second story, and freaking loved it. The intro just really pulled me in. And the same thing with this intro as well. It's also obviously it's a lot better looking. They updated the graphics, but man, it just really intriguing, and with the voice acting it just makes it a lot better. Now what really impressed me is like the first town you go to in this game, Arlia Village. Coming into this village, seeing it in 3D for the first time just really blew me away because I thought it was impressive before when it was in 2D, but seeing it in 3D and being able to explore it, just like, man, I'm just loving this, and I think a lot of you guys will love it too, especially people veterans that have played the game and newcomers. You will be able to appreciate this game's graphics. It just looks outstanding. Now, I'm not saying this game was like remade like 100%. Like it seems like it uses the same sprites from the original games, but I would definitely call it a fresh coat of paint. Now, what brought me interest into this game back in the day is that I found out this game had 81 different endings. Now, there's one main ending, but there's variations of those endings between characters. And there was this thing called private actions. And private actions will basically, depending on your choices in those private actions, you could end up with certain characters or whatnot. So very impressive. Now, the thing about the game was it didn't really tell you where your friendship levels were at with other characters, as this game does, which is very important because if you know that, you'll pretty much know which ending variation you'll get, which I think is like outstanding. They'll help you pretty much get, the majority of the endings if you want to try to get them all, which I don't know if anybody's ever done that before, but there is that option to do so. So very cool that they added this to the game. I'm really happy with that. Another thing I want to mention to you guys is that when you play this demo, you can only get to level 12. Once you get to level 12, that's it for gaining levels. So just be aware of that. And the reason I'm guessing they did that was because there are some crazy grind spots where you can level up your characters very easy. Right before you get to the town of Cross, there's a mountain where you fight this giant bird, mechanical bird. And if you beat the bird, you will gain a good amount of levels. So they wanted to make sure you weren't able to do that, unfortunately. But hopefully in the real game, you're going to be able to do it. I'm pretty sure a lot of you hardcore Star Ocean fans know what I'm talking about. I also really like what they did with this game, where they added characters from the new Star Ocean, Divine Force, as a backup character you could use to kind of like create longer combos. So Leticia, I think that was her name. I can't forgot it, but she's actually one of the first characters you could actually use as a character to help you expand your combos. So I was really impressed with that because seeing them that they created a sprite for her and she does her crazy move and everything like that. I just they really put the effort into this game. So I'm really looking forward to playing this when it comes out, and I hope most of you guys are too, because I think it's going to be a really good experience for you guys, because this game pretty much came out, in my opinion, during the golden era of RPGs. RPGs from this era to just really intrigue me, man. I don't know, it seems like they don't make RPGs like they used to, but yeah, that could be subjective, of course, Now, as you guys can see, the battle system is really fun, but I do want to say it is slightly different from the original game, where you could pretty much, if you're at a high level and you had your weapon skills at a high level, you could pummel your enemies. And I'm pretty sure you can do the same in this one, but it did add a feature where you dodge an enemy attack, where it's kind of like a timed attack. And if you're able to dodge it, you'll do like more damage, and you'll flip around your enemy and like confuse them. So pretty cool they added this feature in. I don't remember them having it in the original game, but it really stuck out to me when I played this one. And also, I'm going to go ahead and say it. I know you guys were upset about it, but the collector's edition for this game sold out within, like, I want to say within 15 minutes from what I remember when it was announced. And that annoyed a lot of people, including myself. But looking at the price tag for it, they were asking $200. This collector's edition, to me, honestly, is only worth about $100. You start getting in the $200 range, you better include some kind of statue with this collector's edition, which they are not offering. So if you guys feel bad about missing out on that collector's edition, don't feel bad. You know, as long as we're getting a physical game that we can support, I'm happy with that. And maybe they will release more collector's editions for people who actually don't mind paying the price for it. That's a possibility that might happen, like as the game like starts to sell a little bit more. But honestly, I wouldn't hold out for it. You're probably seeing scalpers, people selling it for like almost $300 and everything. So, you know, unless you mind paying that price, I wouldn't even bother. But I am super looking forward to playing this game. I hope you guys are too. My rating on this demo, because I think you all should play this demo, because like I said, you get to progress through the game and use that save content when the game comes out. So the last game I remember doing that was the original Lunar demo, if anybody's played that. Lunar Eternal Blue did it as well. But anyways, my rating for this demo, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving it a solid 10 because it hooked me enough to want to play the original game all over again. So if a demo could do that, well, not the original game, obviously the new remaster, but it did that for me. So I can't wait to play this, but hope you guys feel the same way. Anyways, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. Radical Reggie, and I will see you all later.
Two worlds, one fateful encounter. Can you save this planet? Can you fight for what you care about? A masterpiece of the Star Ocean series is reborn. In a lonely corner of space, a boy hailed as a hero of light.
Where the hell am I?
Meets a girl without a past.
My name is Raina Lanford. Nice to meet you, Mr. Kenny.
And the clock of destiny that has waited an eternity has started to move. It's time to set off. With trustworthy allies fighting for a common cause. In the shadows of twinkling stars, as long as hope remains, the light will continue to shine, no matter how much evil ambition swirls around them. More beautiful than before, more intense, reinvigorating. Prepare to dive into the sea of stars. Star Ocean, the second story R.
We've got the hopes of the entire universe riding on our shoulders.
Coming November 2nd, 2023.